Good morning, everybody. It's great to see everybody here at Mississippi State Fairgrounds. We are in the brand new Mississippi Trade Mart. I guess it's not brand new anymore, but a lot of people still don't know we have a brand new Trade Mart here, and we're delighted to have you here today. We are about to kick off one of the biggest events that we host all year long, and it is the Ag and Outdoor Expo inside the air-conditioned 100,000 square foot Mississippi Trade Mart. And it's all about hunting and fishing. If you like to hunt, if you like to fish, if you like to go outdoors, and if you like to rodeo, big time rodeo, this is the place you want to be all weekend. Starting at high noon today, Friday at noon, the doors will open right here for this event, and we'll go all the way through Sunday. So I want to invite everybody out for that. I'm going to be here myself. But we're here today to make a very important announcement. It's a very special day. This is a historic day. It's a historic announcement. Matter of fact, I better say this. Today is also historic for another reason. It's my and my wife's, Leslie's, 22nd wedding anniversary today. How about that? 22 years. We said I do, we still do. But today's historic announcement. It's a historic announcement today. It's a program that is the first of its type, not just in Mississippi, but in America. You know, a few years ago, the Department of Agriculture, with the legislature's great support, and I want to thank my friend in the Mississippi legislature. They created the first wild hog control program ever administered by an agriculture department in the United States, and we have had great success with it. Because our philosophy is, we've talked about these wild hogs, these sorry, good for nothing, feral, non-native, invasive, habitat destroying, crop rooting up, destroying wild hogs. We've talked about it enough, we've studied it enough, now we need to be killing some hogs. That's my philosophy. So we launched the trapping program, 2 or 3 years ago. We've had such success with it that we've trapped, I don't know how many tens of thousands of hogs. Actually, we've not trapped them, we teach farmers how to do it, and they do it on the farm. Because farmers know how to get things done. These hogs do already $62 million worth of crop damage every year in Mississippi alone. So they are a real and very present threat to our food supply, to agriculture in this state. We got to fight it. We got to win. Due to the demand and the success of the Mississippi Department of Agriculture Wild Hog Control Program, today's announcement is a follow-up to what we did last year. Last year, we decided that we needed to find a way to partner with our state FFA. You know, brain drain is Mississippi's #1 problem. Our young people graduate or find a job somewhere else and they leave. We want to find ways to keep them here in Mississippi. So we partnered with our Mississippi FFA, students all over the state, to teach them about this problem and teach them how to trap these hogs. But the problem is we didn't have the funding to really take that program to the level it needed to be. Because we see it as a workforce development program to deal with our state's greatest problem and the brain drain of our youth. We want to keep them in Mississippi. What a great place to raise your family and have a life and a career. So with great thanks and appreciation, I want to announce today that the United States Congress has recognized Mississippi's Wild Hog Control Program as being so successful that Congress, led by our own United States Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith, appropriated $2 million to this program to make it the pilot program for America. And today we're announcing this youth trapping corps is actually going to be funded. We're going to be able to send funding direct from the Department of Agriculture and Commerce through this federal appropriation. We're going to be able to send that to local FFA chapters around the state. Young people, we have some here today that are going to be up here in a moment talking. They're here and they want to work, and we want to teach them how to work. They're going to be working with farmers. They're going to be operating these traps, and they're going to be building their own traps as well. What a great workforce development initiative. And I want to say this before I do anything else. It is such a blessing to have somebody in Washington, D.C., and in our United States Senate that knows something about agriculture. Can we give our own Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith a big round of applause? Now, She knows so much about agriculture, and she's so valuable in the process that she's still in Washington, D.C., working on the farm bill right now. And I appreciate her service. So in her place today, her state director, my good friend, Umesh Sanjawala, you come and say a few words on behalf of our good senator of this historic announcement, the first of its type in America, Mississippi, leading the way, this pilot program to trap and destroy these invasive, non-native wild hogs. Umesh, come on, thank you. Give him a hand. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner, and happy anniversary.
Thank you.
On behalf of Senator Cindy Hyde Smith, she regrets that she could not be here today. Last time I talked to her, yesterday evening, she was still in DC, and they extended the vote before the congressional recess. So she was still in DC as of yesterday evening. As a former agricultural commissioner and whose family is in the cattle farming business, Senator Hyde Smith understands the economic impact of wild hogs and how it impacts the farmers in Mississippi. Every year, they cause over $60 million in economic damage in loss of crops or other commodities. Wild hogs are an invasive species, and they are out of control. So Senator Hyde Smith really appreciates the partnership between the Department of Agriculture and FFA. It not only educates and professionally develops the FFA youths, but it also helps the farmers and the private landowners in reducing the impact of this invasive species. And that is why Senator Hyde Smith has appropriated $2 million in the FY23 appropriation bill and $500,000 in the FY24 appropriation bill to continue the wild hog control program. Now, the last measure I just mentioned, the FY24 measure, passed the Senate Ag Committee 20-0, and it is on the Senate floor for a full vote by the full Senate. And that's all.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Umesh. We appreciate you. Umesh was a long-time employee of the Mississippi Department of Agriculture and Commerce. Before my predecessor, my good friend Cindy Hyde Smith, went to Washington, and they're still working with agriculture, as you can see. We appreciate you. More than you can thank you for the great job we do. Now, I'm here with some great partners in this program. We've got a great Mississippi company that's developed these traps and these cameras that catch these hogs. You see, they come up on your smartphone. You can see them walking in. And whether you are technologically advanced or not, you can punch a button and drop the trap on them. Jack Robertson, Wildlife Dominion Management LLC. You come tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing. Thank you for the great job you do for the farmers around this state. Welcome, Jack.
Thank you, sir. Like I said, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here with you, Commissioner. We've been a part of his wild hog control program since it started. His team and I sat out one day and we were talking about, hey, we need some more help doing this. And so they came together and said, hey, let's target the FFA. And the great partnership with y'all and Senator Hyde Smith was able to get funding because, this stuff costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of effort. So not only are they helping farmers in Mississippi control their pigs, they're also training the workforce that us as a company need. Case in point, I was in the Northwest last week. One thing they said is we need people to know how to do this. So like I said, it's programs like this that's ensuring we've got the team we need to control these pigs going into the future. And without you and your team and the funding from Senator Hyde Smith and y'all believing in your students, this wouldn't happen. So, it's an honor to be a part of that. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. So, again, it all starts in Mississippi. So many great things start in our state because we sometimes we just get into a situation we've got to think outside the box. I want to recognize our directors over here. We have Chris McDonald, who directs the Wild Hog Control Program. He's in the back way better, Chris. We've got Harold Leonard, who helps administer it as well in the back way better, Harold. He's just been doing this since we started, both of them have since we started. And Gail Clark over here is our Workforce Development Director. Gail, with these folks. Gail, all right, thank you. They're all working together on this initiative. I appreciate your support. Now, one of the largest FFA student chapters in the state is Brandon High School, where I graduated. I won't tell you how many years ago. I graduated at the same school and was glad to be part of the ag program there. Kramer Sowell is the director and the teacher of this great program at FFA. And I want to invite you, Kramer, to come up and say a few words. You got a young man with you. Bring him up here, too, if he wants to come. All right. Kramer Sowell, thank you for teaching our kids.
Commissioner, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to come and say a little bit about this and how much it can mean to our students. And I would also like to thank Senator High Smith as well for the funding to help this. But this is so important for our kids. I mean, it trains them in so many ways. It gives them opportunities to talk to landowners, to farmers, which helps their speaking. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I meet with them every day, and it's hard to get them to make a phone call or we're apart. So they're going to be able to get in a place to be able to talk to these landowners. They're going to be able to learn how to trap, how to ethically handle animals, and learn the importance of wildlife management and how detrimental these hogs are to the state of Mississippi and to the United States, or I guess even the world. They're everywhere. They're nuisance. And we're gonna, that $25,000 is gonna go a long way. It helps in our classrooms with, we can buy tools to help build traps, to repair traps. It helps to build, I guess every aspect of it. We can buy traps, we can buy welders, we can buy supplies. That's a shortfall that we have sometimes is funding our programs. And this is an excellent way for us to be able to, get supplies to be able to build it. We're blessed at Brandon to have great administrators like Dr. Marshall, who's here with me today as well. They keep us very good with supplies, but there's some schools that aren't as, they don't have the money or supplies that we have at Brandon or access to them. So this gives those schools a chance to get a lot of equipment and supplies that they normally wouldn't have. So I would like to say thank you for that. And I guess I'll let Hunter say something if he wants to. I don't want to put you on spot.
I'm very excited for all our new traps and equipment we're going to get. I think that hog program is very good for us to be able to learn how to how to handle animals and how to set up traps. And pretty much just everything he said, but I'm sure that's excited for it.
This program has so much potential. Just at Brandon, there are 200 students involved in the ag program. You take that and you go all around the state of Mississippi, we're going to be able to reach young people that we might not reach otherwise. So I want to say one more time, thank you to Senator Cindy High Smith. I look forward to seeing her and thanking her in person when she gets done with her work in D.C. here in a few days. Now, with that said, I want to recognize Don Brazel, who's here. He is the head of the Foundation for Mississippi Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks. They are the host and sponsor of this great Ag and Outdoor Expo. And he's got some exciting announcements to make. I want to say one more time, if you're looking for a great thing to do this weekend, we want you to be here. The doors will open at noon today for the Ag and Outdoor Expo, all inside the air conditioned Mississippi trademark. Don, you come and say a few words. Tell them what folks can expect here at this great show. And 100,000 square foot of equipment in here. Well,
Commissioner, thank you for this opportunity, first and foremost. On behalf of our foundation and also the Great Southern Expos, I want to personally invite each and every person to come and visit with us over this weekend. If you want to go look out here and just see how full our venue is, this trademark is full. We can't put another vendor in there. So it's full of anything and everything related to the outdoors and agriculture. And didn't you mention twice? It's air conditioning?
it's air conditioned.
I think that's going to be a pretty critical thing this weekend, 100-degree weather. So we definitely want y'all to come see us. Things for kids. Kids Zone, right here where we're sitting, it will be full of things, animals, different educational things for kids. But also we've got our Ames Archery zone over here that kids can come and just shoot as many times as they want to. We've got the officers that will be there with it. just bring them on. We've got plenty of room for them. Doors open today at noon. We'll go through 7 tonight. Tomorrow, it opens 10 a.m. in the morning, runs through 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and then Sunday is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Couple new things this year. Bring your kids, come get a free youth exempt hunting and fishing license. Our foundation is purchasing that license, so come bring all kids from 15 down. Anybody 15 and under can receive that youth exempt license. Also, we've got a booth back here. Our Mississippi Conservation Raffle ends this Sunday. So if you haven't purchased tickets for that raffle, please come and visit our booth and purchase while you're here. Next, I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without this, we could not do it without them. Davini Equipment, Stribling Empire Trucks, Primo's Hunting, Outback Steakhouse, Heritage Properties, Southern Ag Credit, Farm Bureau, and Taylor. Thank you for the opportunity. Look forward to seeing everyone.
It'll be great. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
This is the time, right before school starts, to start getting that one last big event in with your family. This is the place to be this weekend. There's one other thing I want to mention. Not only do we have this great expo happening, we have happening tonight at 7 o'clock what is shaped up to be the largest international pro rodeo in the country, right here in the Mississippi Coliseum. It also is air conditioned. We'll have Chapel Heart in concert at 7 after the rodeo. The rodeo begins at 7, doors will open at 6 at that event. We want you to come on out and enjoy this great show. Mississippi success story with Chapel Heart, and the success story of the rodeo is this. Here this weekend we'll have over 560 cowboys and cowgirls performing and competing inside this Coliseum. What a great event. Bring your family out, it's the place to be. And one last thing that I do need to mention. In addition to the FFA program that we've announced today, which is a huge deal, we have found a way to partner with landowners to do a cost share program. So if you're a landowner out there and the hogs being a problem in your place, you can participate in that cost share program. The information is on our website, nbac.ms.gov. WHCP, Wild Hog Control Program. Thank you. I'll take any questions.
How can students who would like to be a part of this program sign up?
How can students be part of the program and sign up? They need to go to their ag teacher at their local school, and their FFA chapter, and just say they want to be a part of it. And they are available to be a part of that right there. And if the schools have not applied for this, tell them to send their application in. We have several that already have. We sent the word out to all of them. And we've got, I think, 25 school districts that are participating in this already. So we want people to sign up for that. And we appreciate that additional funding that Betsy just announced. Thank you so much. Any others? Well, we've talked about it enough. Let's have a great outdoor weekend here at the Mississippi Fairgrounds. Thank you all. God bless you. Let's get a picture.